by the times you made me cry, feeling not quite good enough, not understanding why. I blamed you for the hell that I was in, then I burned through my resentment till I could love again. I forgive you, for you know not what you do. When you did those things that hurt so much, you didn't have a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. I forgive you, for you know not what you do. I still have an angry thought or two. I don't do well with those that try to tell me what to do, but I still try to turn the other cheek. Watch me walk away, you'll know exactly what I mean. I forgive them, for they know not what they do. When they do those things that hurt so much, they haven't got a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. I forgive them, for they know not what they do. The more you give away, the more you have. Everyone's a mirror of some part of you. It could be anger, it could be love. Why not choose love? Haunted by the times I made you cry, I showed you the worst in me, not understanding why. But we can heal together perfectly. For love to grow between us, there's one thing that I need. Please forgive me, for I know not what I do. When I do those things that hurt so much, I haven't got a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. Please forgive me, for I know not what I do. Please forgive me, I forgive you.
summer, fall and winter came too fast. Somehow I made it, I'm wide awake, it's spring at last. If I could only bring them back, they'd still be moments from the past. It's simply beautiful to walk with open hands. Nothing to hide, nothing to grasp, nothing to break, nothing to last. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose. You're finally home. I buried my father, so went my mother all too soon. I suffered in silence, suffered alone until June. It wasn't clear, it wasn't right. I'd hear him tell her in the night, but somewhere in the dark they huddled near a light, with nothing to fight, nothing to stress, nothing to climb, nothing to pass. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose. You're finally home. Some seasons let us be reborn. These deep dark places where we're torn. And when they tell you that your rose still has its thorns, you've nothing to hide, nothing to test. Love brought you here, now you can rest. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose.
perfectly clear. I am the answer. Oh, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. I used to fight between wrong and right, watching my fears taking over my life. But now I know why I'm here. It's perfectly clear. I am the answer. Oh, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. Everybody now, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. Here we go now. I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. I am the answer. I'm the answer. I am the answer. I am the answer. Be the answer. I am the answer.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Hello and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe that there are many paths to one divinity. If you would like to learn more about our multi-faith endeavor or support the pod family, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org. Stay tuned after the message for more message.
Last week we heard about discipline from Shaman Jerry Nedesheim. Awesome talk.
Oh wow,
Really
great
good.
talk.
And her musician helper was Daniel Capel, and he's always great. So really good service. Today is Wiccan Oracle, talking about discipline. And his musician is Jennifer Farron. And the cool part about that is, other than it's Jennifer, is she was just here Monday night, and we live videoed her music with a live audience, and it was really cool. So
Wow.
that's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Next week is Swami Shakti Durgaya, and her musical guest will be Donna Frost on discipline. So without any more jabbering, we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, pod community, and hello, all the pod community that is right here in the church. How awesome is this that I actually get to do a video with people all around me? It's great. So in this series, we are talking about self-discipline, and one of the biggest ways to be self-disciplined in spirituality, in my opinion, is to be open and to allow the will of God to come through you. And just like you guys didn't hear it on the video that you're watching right now, but I had just gotten done singing a song I don't know. And sometimes if we don't know where we're going, that's okay. And that's an opportunity for us to sit back and relax and breathe in and say, God, I am open. Show me the way. Let me know what comes next. Hold a vision for the life I choose today, and then patiently I wait. So much good's already coming to me now, as I consciously awake. And I am open, God willing. I am open, God willing. And that's your part next time around. I am trusting Father time along the way, even when I miss my mark. And I'm learning there are really no mistakes, only brilliant works of heart. And I am open, God willing. I am open, God willing. And let the past all fade away. And every day I unfold into the joy I have created with the one who has created me. Here we go. And I am open, God willing. I am open, God willing. I see my path so clearly bright in front of me now, and I'll follow where it goes. As in a vision comes, I let it carry me, as I surrender to the flow. Here we go, sing it with me, everybody. I am open, God willing. I am open, God willing. Again. and now I can rely on my tracks. It's my favorite. It is my favorite. I love to play piano, and I've been playing piano since I was little bitty, since I was like old enough. I have a picture of my grandmother holding me on the acrosonic console piano that she had in her house in her lap when I was maybe a year and a half old. And I was just, tripping away on the keys. And every time I would go to their house every weekend, and they would always let me get on their organ. They never yelled at me for making noise or being chaotic in any way. And I'd get down on the floor and I'd do the bass bars. And they just always were very loving and supportive. They were both musicians and artists. And so they just dug that we loved music and that we were exploring and learning. They were both educators as well. So they loved that Beth and I loved to learn and to just adventure and do things. But anywho, so we're talking about self-discipline, getting back to the topic for this week for Pod. And I'm going to sing a song that I wrote called Body, Mind, and Spirit. This is a clap-along one. It's kind of hard to, it's not a really good sing-alongable one because it's pretty high up there. But if you feel like you can do it, you come on. Just as an aside, a little more ministerial setup for people out in video land for the actual Pod video that's going to be happening. We're talking about self-discipline, and it's about knowing that we are not just one-dimensional beings. We are multi-dimensional beings, and the whole balance is learning how to balance the body and the health of and the consciousness of the body, the mind, and controlling our thoughts and staying in consciousness and staying in gratitude and staying connected to spirit. That's what it's all, that's not the hokey pokey. What it's all about is balancing the body, the mind, and the spirit, and that does take quite a bit of self-discipline for some of us. And so this song, I think, is a good match. When I think I'm only human, and that's what I choose to see, then I'm living in illusion. I got chains binding me. And when I feel that I am limited by my physicality, well, I know a part of me knows better, and that part will set me free. 'Cause I am more than I think I am, and I'm more than I know I can be. I am body, mind, and spirit, and I choose to live in harmony. When I buy into the drama, and I believe those lies I hear, no. Those are things that do not serve me. They just hold me in my fears. But when I know that I am worthy, and I'm the best that I can be, well, I know that spirit's greatest pleasure are those moments when I truly see that I am more than I think I am, and I'm more than I know I can be. Well, I am body, mind, and spirit, and I choose to live in harmony. Well, every day I'm learning better.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Oracle Hecatios. It is so wonderful to see each and every one of you as I can, but for you to see me and for you to tune into this wonderful and beautiful day and to this message. The topic that we have discussed over the past couple of weeks and will continue for some time is the topic of discipline. And discipline is interesting, but first of all, before we get into it, I want to thank Becky and Scott, People of Diversity, for hosting me continuously. I want to thank our musical guests. I want to thank Philip Lupo and his team for putting this together. And I encourage you to go to their website and donate, give, tithe, and support this interfaith ministry. That's very paramount in these times to bring community together from all sorts of different faiths. So I encourage you to please, please, please be a part of this movement. So, discipline. What are we talking about here? Um, as a witch, and I am a witch, and I'm also a Hellenic polytheist. That is, I'm a Greek. I believe I'm a Greek polytheist. My loyalty is to the Hellenic gods of the area of the Mediterranean, and I'm also an initiate in Lukumi, an Afro-Cuban practice, and I speak for myself and not all witches and not all philosophers. This is stuff that's going to be debated around the cauldron at night between many of us. It happens. What I'd like to begin is talking about what is discipline, and this has echoed throughout, but discipline basically is doing the thing regardless of your motivation. That is my best succinct definition. Doing the thing regardless of your motivation or lack thereof. And I frequently teach my students, I lead several groups in the Brevard County area. I frequently tell my students that it takes discipline to work your practices. And I'm not talking about daily devotions, I'm talking about altars and candles and all that good stuff. Those accoutrements are important and necessary for some practices, but not all. And what maintains discipline is self-control and self-awareness. Now, I'm going to echo the Greek philosopher, a Greek Stoic philosopher by the name of Epictetus. Now, Epictetus was a slave in Rome, and he was finally able to do enough to emancipate himself, to free himself. And Epictetus taught, he had a form of philosophy. There was an emperor at the time that he was alive called Emperor Domitian. Emperor Domitian was not very kind to philosophers or anything like that. So he had to flee Rome and go to an area of modern-day Macedonia in the Balkan region, to a city called Nicopolis. And Nicopolis was where he established a philosophical school. And Epictetus's thing was that, it was very existentialist. Things happen and they're out of control. And his thing was, in his Greek Stoic way, that because there's nothing we can do about circumstances. Now, mind you, he was living in a very volatile area, a lot of war, a lot of plague and genocide and cultural takeovers and such, and persecution, because remember, he was in a time of persecution. Things are going to happen that are out of your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can navigate, you can try to look ahead, you can try to see things. That's what the practice of divination in polytheistic practices are all about. Divination literally means divine speak, and it is the practice of using tools in order for us to understand what the divine is saying and how to navigate issues. Those modern day divination systems include tarot, runes, casting of lots, obi coconut practices in Lukumi, and other, the weather. Ancient Rome and a few other places use entrails of animals that have been sacrificed. to their deities and their spirits, all sorts of ways, and it's all for a reason. It's not just, oh, let's just read it. No, there's a specific reason as to why certain methods are used and how they're used. Obviously, there's a difference, just as a little segue, a little track between a fortune teller and a diviner. They are not the same. Fortune teller is someone who just, for your entertainment purposes only, will read your tarot. May be accurate, may not be accurate. But a diviner listens to the spirits, listens to the gods, and is able to transmit the waves of energy that are happening in order to impact your life. Anyway, moving back to discipline. See, ADHD. I have to discipline my mind. I've got to train myself. But regardless of motivation, that's where I'm at. So Epictetus said that the root of how to respond to situations that are out of your control is via self-awareness and self-knowledge. This echoes the maxim that is reported to be at the entrance to Delphi, which was a place in Greece where the oracle of Apollo, the Pythia, was the priestess. That's her name. That was her title, the Pythia. The Oracle of Delphi was one of the most famous divination centers in the ancient world. And there were other divination centers, but perhaps the most famous is Delphi, the Oracle of Delphi. And the oracle channeled the god in order for advice and direction to be given to the people. Kings, chieftains, generals, queens, royalty, people, everyday people, traveled to Delphi. And on the very top, or it was said to be written at the entrance of Delphi, was the maxim or the proverb, know thyself. And many of you may know this. Know thyself. There are, of course, other maxims, and we ignore most of them because they're either repetitive or just weird. But the number one that stands out is know thyself. And Epictetus took this and it was like, it's a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of self-discovery. And so what we have moving forward is the notion for Epictetus that suffering is a reality of this world, but you get to choose your fate in how you respond to things. You get to choose your fate. And it was divided up into three separate sections. One of them was like how you reason through. Epictetus taught that reason and logic. Now, logic does not mean devoid of emotion. That's not what it means. Today, we talk about logic versus reason, left brain versus right brain, and everything else, which works in many occasions, especially in therapy, when you want to get a bigger picture of different avenues. But one of the things that I want to talk about is that we cannot allow ourselves to be ignorant and gullible, that we have to be able to think through what the circumstances are going on outside of us. We have to think through, and we have to be able to take certain steps. This was his definition of reason. We have to take certain steps that allow us to be calm, cool, and collected in order for us to respond appropriately to the circumstances outside of ourselves, to respond to suffering, to respond to anger, to respond to hate, to respond to genocide, to respond to so many things that are happening in this world. And like I said, at the time, he was being persecuted. Philosophers were being persecuted. People were being kicked out of Rome. There was a lot of bad stuff happening under Domitian, especially. But Epictetus picked up. He was a slave. He knew how harsh life could be. And so he was speaking from experience as far as, look, I've been here. I understand. I've suffered. There was nothing I could do about it. But here I am now. through reason, through being calm, cool, collected, I was able to collect, emancipate, and be myself. Now, this didn't make Epictetus better than other slaves. Slavery is a harsh thing, and it should never be something that humanity and humans uh, should practice. But when you are calm, cool, and collected, when you can set aside. Now, I'm gonna segue here a little. I'm gonna move a little here. Many of us suffer from chronic anxiety and chronic depression. Many people have PTSD. So there's like a lot of things that are trauma triggered, and those things should be worked through in therapy with medication, if possible. Now, I know that a lot of people are suffering right now, and that stuff is inaccessible. So I understand with insurance is being cut and everything else. I get it. I do. I get it. But even that stuff, the circumstances outside, what Epictetus was saying is don't deny suffering. Don't deny what's going on in the world. Don't dismiss it. We have to accept it. We have to say, this is what's happening. This is the reality of the situation. All right? How do we go about navigating through that? Basically, Epictetus was saying we have to be solution oriented at all times. That is the gist of his philosophy. Self-knowledge, self-awareness means that we know our limits, we know ourselves, we know our self-care, we know what our boundaries. We have to know how we're going to, in order for us to respond, we have to know how we're going to respond. We have to play to our strengths. We have to be able to channel the important things that, of course, do not uh, hold us back. That do not hold us back. And it is a necessary way in order to survive. It is necessary. That was Epictetus' thing too, is that this kind of thinking is necessary. If you want to survive in life, this is how you do it. So, and again, being subjected to the harsh treatments of his Roman overlords, Epictetus was in a good place to talk about all that. Slaves were treated harshly under the Roman Empire, as any slave would be, no matter what. Whether it was slavery under the United States, slavery in Africa, slavery in ancient Palestine, Israel, slavery in Greek and Roman times, slavery in China, Asia. Slavery is an evil, and it robs people of autonomy. And Epictetus was also adamant about autonomy. When you are self-aware and have self-knowledge, it is because you have the ability to be. It is because you are disciplining, that is, you are working towards, regardless of motivation, my definition, my summation, regardless of motivation, you are learning how to reason, logic, think, and solution orient your way through problems. For witchcraft, this is exemplified in the craft part. Our magic is basically magic is a solution-oriented output where we focus our energies using specific tools in order for us to be able to change and navigate what's going on in our lives. That is perhaps that is my definition of magic. The skill and ability to navigate through life and alter your course with the power of choice and by the power of empowerment. Knowing you're autonomous, knowing your worth, knowing yourself enough. And you use it through specific tools, whether we call it whether it's meditation, whether it's candles, whether it's rhymes and charms and spells and whatever the case may be. These are all ways in which we navigate through life. Those are our tools. Witchcraft, part of being the witch part is the craft part, the application part, the life part. Witchcraft is not an escapist philosophy or practice. It is very much in the dirt, uh, you know, dirty, earthy, grounding, and beautiful, and joyous. And witchcraft takes on a similar motif that Epictetus teaches, where we work to maintain a level of calm and be conscientious of ourselves and our behavior when we cast spells, when we do certain things, when we use candles and runes and tools and divinations and other methods in order for us to contact and channel the divine energy that is also within us, that we can then become conduits um, and affect change in our lives. Change for the better. And Epictetus's thing was that the first thing that we should study, regardless of anything that was going on, is the ability that we have conviction in our decision making. We have to have a firm conviction. We have to be able to find a way to continue to work through trauma, to continue to work through to healing, holistic healing, the biopsychosocial environmental person that is able to harmonize themselves with their environment that they can control. The things that you can control, the things that you can invest in, the things that you can change, those are the items that you need to focus on in life. By doing that, you reinforce the empowerment within you to say, I can be in charge of something. No matter what's going on outside, no matter what the federal government's doing, no matter what the state government's doing, no matter what someone else is doing, even in everyday life, no matter what someone else is doing, it does not matter because you are in control. You are in control. And that type of teaching, that type of rhetoric is not easy. It is not simple. No one's going to say it is. As a neurodivergent person, I have autism level 2 and ADHD combined. I often find myself in situations where my discipline comes into play as someone who understands work ethic. I have to work towards my goals, my visions, my dreams. This is not the same as pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, which is a capitalistic paradigm, a zeitgeist that perhaps does not belong in society. But that's a different, we're not talking about the economy, so to speak, but it does have something to do with it. Capitalism teaches American individualism. American individualism is pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and moving forward and having opportunities. But in intersectionality teachings, we understand that that is difficult, especially for many people of color, minorities, marginalized communities. We understand this, all right, because we have disadvantages in society. I'm not going to go into that right now. That's a different lecture. But what I will say is that, again, those are circumstances that are beyond our control currently. How can we control? How can we execute choice? And that's the thing that I want to emphasize to you. It's about the power of choice. All right. When you are not given an opportunity to choose, when your power is being threatened to be taken away, that is when I need to step up and say, enough. You will not take away my authority. You will not take away my power. You will not trigger my anxiety, my depression. Those are things that we can take care of to mitigate effects through medication and therapy. But at the same time, how we respond to triggers is something we should always work on. How we respond to antagonism, how we respond to life is what is important. And life itself is going to kick us in the butt. It is going to knock us down. We have a choice to get back up. As the proverb goes, life knocks you down, you get back up. And that is not easy because sometimes we are so knocked down, so inundated in depression, so inundated into anxiety, so inundated in PTSD and CPTSD that our mind keeps us down. If you have a brain injury, executive dysfunction, don't punish yourself, but reason as best as you can. And this is not a perfect solution. It's an ongoing thing. Self-awareness and self-knowledge is an ongoing thing. You will never be truly self-aware and have self-knowledge to the point to where you're perfect. Even in my experience, when you're dead, working with spirits, it doesn't happen there either. It's a human condition to be imperfect, and that's a beautiful thing. We're always going to find flaws. We're always going to find ourselves reacting instead of responding. We're always going to find ourselves nurturing harmful energy rather than beneficial energy by being hard on ourselves with self-doubt, talking down about ourselves, and just kicking ourselves in the butt for daring to make decisions that sometimes explode in our faces. But I encourage you to continue the walk, to continue to go through, to continue your way and achieve goals that you want and fight for your autonomy. I want to thank Becky and Scott. I want to thank People with Diversity. I want to thank Philip Lupo. I want to thank our musical guest. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Oracle Hecatios, and I am just thrilled to be able to be a part of your life. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey today. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are. And now, as we say in the craft, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.
Thank you, Jennifer. Amazing as build. I already knew it was because we saw it the first time. Oracle, thank you. You're always amazing. It's just a joy to listen to you and learn.
Yeah.
Philip, team, thank you for taking our crazy and all of our stuff that needs to be edited like crazy and making it all cool and come out very groovy. We appreciate it. If you need any help in the audio-visual department, whether it be virtual or in person, see Philip Lupo, PL Theatrical, and he will take care of everything. Past services are available in multiple places. People of Diversity Facebook page, Facebook group, and the YouTube People of Diversity channel. The only place they're available long term is on the YouTube channel. Facebook only carries them for 30 days. But if you want notifications for the morning service, you have to be a member of the pod on Facebook or subscribe on the YouTube channel so you get the little ding. Otherwise, you won't get a ding. And if you are on the Facebook page or Facebook group, you'll get a ding at 5:45 as well, and that's the second service. There's lots of dinging.
Our next live event is going to be Monday night, October 27th, at the Unitarian Universalist Friendship Fellowship in Rockledge, Florida. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. And this is going to be John Stringer. And John and Kathy Stringer set us up with this person, and they just rave about her. And we heard from people that attended the posies that this person is amazing. Her name is Cerise Patron, and she's going to do a concert for us. And it's a $20 suggested love offering, cash or card accepted, and no one will be turned away. So here's a quick sample of what Cerise sounds like.
Yes, together we're rising up. Oh, we are rising up.
Okay, on on Monday, November 3rd, from 7 to 9 at the Unitarian Universalist, we will be doing a Native American drum circle. It's very laid back. Scott leads it. Very laid back, fun. Just show up for that and throw a couple of bucks into the kitty, and that's always a great time. The drum circles. And then on November 10th, which is not one of our regular Mondays, it is we're having our dear friend who you just heard today, Donna Frost, is going to do a concert on the 10th, 7 to 9 at the Unitarian Universalist. So come out for that. It'll be awesome. The reason we're not doing the last Monday of November is because that is November 24th, and we are participating in Interfaith United's United in Thanksgiving service. That's huge. It's going to be at the Holy Name of Jesus Catholic Community in Indialantic, Florida. And there are anywhere from 400 to 800 people show up for that thing, depending on what's going on. So it's an hour-long service followed by a reception where people bring foods from their faiths. It's an amazing event. So mark your calendar for that, November 24th, United in Thanksgiving. If you or your business would like to sponsor one of our live events at the Unitarian Universalist, we pay $50 a time that we use that event place. And so you can pay that $50. You can have the microphone before we start, or you can remain anonymous. But if you want to do that, just contact us at newwaypod@gmail.com, and we'll set you up. So
We bless a state. Each week we are on North Carolina, one of the most essential food groups ever known to man was created in North Carolina. This happened in 1937, and it is Krispy Kreme donuts. Were created in Winston-Salem, and everything was wonderful after that, everywhere in all the world. Let's thank the people of North Carolina for creating Krispy Kreme donuts, but also send them all kinds of love and joy and happiness, and if we could say this together.
May peace prevail in North Carolina. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you. Next week we continue our topic of discipline with Swami Shakti Durgaya from the Kashi Ashram, and her musical guest will be Donna Frost. So if you would like to help support the pod, go to peopleofdiversity.org and push that donate button. You can do a one-time tithe or one-time donation, or you can set up a regular recurring tithe, and we really appreciate that. It helps keep us going. So to close out our service, we're going to join our energy together in a healing circle. Bring to your mind anyone in your close family, your friends, your neighborhood, the world, whatever. Anybody that needs some extra love this week, any extra prayers, and join our energy together and listen to this last song, and don't forget to get some on yourself. So thank y'all for being here. We appreciate it.
Have a great week.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.